Hey neighbors, welcome back to my channel. If y'all new, welcome to the neighborhood. Alright y'all, so today I'm just in the talking mood. So I'm basically gonna be like telling y'all about me, like more about me, because y'all know me, but y'all don't really know me, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna be speaking on how childhood trauma like affects the adulthood, like in ways like that, because don't nobody really tell you that. Like nobody really tell you that. Like I just feel like you just jump out here and you just on your own type of thing. That's what I feel like personally. I don't know about nobody else or how nobody else is raised, but specifically that's what we're gonna be talking about. Is specifically we're gonna be talking about black households. Like it sucks. Like nobody really know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, so basically back in my past videos when I be like, I'm gonna tell y'all, when I give y'all life updates, and I be like, oh, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened further down the line, this and that, when I'm much older, all that type of stuff. I guess I didn't want to wait anymore. Like I'm at a comfort where I want to talk about it. So yeah, it's really no more waiting for that. It's really no more holding off on that. And what really made me want to do this is because I seen a girl's video. I seen this girl's story, and it was about how her mom bond was and stuff like that, and it just got real chaotic. Like, so y'all, growing up, like I just want to start with me and my parents' relationship. So me and my mom, we always had a good bond when I grew up, but when I got in 11th grade, when I got my first job, and when I got in 11th grade, things just got like real rocky with me and her. Like as if the bond just turned to complete shit. Like it was like just straight bullshit. Like, so, and once I got in 12th grade, it was still rocky, because you know it was just still rocky. And now that I'm an adult, like after high school, it was as if it shattered. Like it was just crazy. It was really crazy. Like the whole bond just shattered, and it's not, I don't think it's gonna ever get back to how it was since I was a child. Like, because I think that some things as a child is meant to stay. Like I don't know, like I feel like it was meant in that present, and now it's now. And now that the things that happen, I won't be able to unsee it, like, you know. But I won't be able to see the actions or the words that were said to me. So yeah, so all that plays a big role in like all of my videos and all of my life updates. Like that's one of the behind the scene things that I never tell y'all about. But I feel like in the black household, like for one, parents don't, the things that they say to you, they don't really, I feel like they don't really think about it. The things that they say to you out of anger, they don't really think about what they're saying. Like that puts a big, you know, toll on your kids. Like, and if you're a parent watching this, like, just, even if your parents were good to you, like, still make sure you just outdo what they've done. But yeah, like they just don't think about it. Like all the name calling, all the profanity, etc., etc., it's just not good. Like it's not, your kid ain't gonna never forget that or forget what you said to them. Like stuff replay in my head all the time. Like, but hey, so hey, I guess I'm still healing from that. I don't know, cause my job, I just like, I'm only a year in of adulthood, your year end, bro. And it is straight bull. But yeah, so they don't think about that. And a lot of parents, they just wanna, I feel like they just wanna control your life. Oh, you should have did this, or why didn't you go to college, and all that type of stuff. Like, bro, cut it. Like, it's like they want you to do the things that they didn't do or they could have done. Like, you can still do that. If it's never too late, why didn't you do it? You know, like, what makes me any different just because you did it? Just because, what makes you any different if I go? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people be like, oh, go to college, da da da. Are you gonna help me through that? You must gonna pay for my tuition. For me to go there and struggle while you just sit and be happy because you made a choice for me. Like, no, don't let nobody, guardian, whoever, whatever it is to you, like, don't let them try to be over you. Like, it's your life, baby. It's your life. You have to live your life. And I think that's the problem, because they don't want to accept the fact that you're growing up. They don't want to accept the fact that you're able to make your own decisions. They're so used to and so stuck on what they used to do. What they used to do to you. What they used to say to you. Baby, like, we all knew this day was going to come. You knew that you wouldn't be able to. You knew that I would grow up one day. I can't be a baby forever. I can't be a kid forever. And I think that's where they're stuck at. Like, are you forgetting I'm a whole human? I'm my own me. Like, yeah, you made me, but I'm my own person now. Like, I don't need you to do this and that for me anymore. Like, it's like where they understand that to a certain extent. Like, oh, they'll say, when it comes to money or something, they'll say that, but they don't understand that whole concept on you doing things, on your actions, on you going places and stuff like that. They don't understand that part. Like, what aren't you understanding? They just take that whole define on a different part. But I'm grown now, so I don't think no child services or nothing can get involved in this video. But I'm gonna just go ahead and get into what really happened, because it's just like I'm just picking and nagging on what I really gotta say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tell y'all this story. So when I was in 11th grade, I had a boyfriend. I did. And he didn't really have nothing to do with this, but yeah, I had a boyfriend or whatever. So I'm just gonna tell y'all that little. And so it was just one day I just came home and I was real quiet. It was just a quiet day, and I didn't say anything to my mom. She claims I didn't say anything to her or whatever, but I don't remember why I didn't say anything to her. I don't, or we had got into it or something, but I was just silent. I said nothing. And so she was just like, oh, you can get out. Get out. And I was like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm quiet. Like, I'm not saying anything. And she was just like, oh, what did she say? Oh, I don't need anyone in my house not speaking to me, etc., etc. Whatever. And I was like, okay. Cool. So I got out. Yeah, I got out and I went to my dad's house. I did. And I was saving up at this time in 11th grade. I was saving up, which I wish I would have been saving up in 9th grade, but I wasn't. So yeah, I was saving up or whatever, and yeah. So she was just calling my dad's girlfriend, asking what I've been doing and stuff like that, or whatever. And it's just like, what? I still don't understand to this day why I was put out. Like, but y'all, like, working and me being in high school, like, I felt like I had to get my own money, like, because, like, I just felt like I was spending for myself. Like, basically, damn near. The only place my mom's house was for me to just lay my head at, honestly. So, I was trying to save up. I was trying to get a car, like, all that. So, I had to, when I was doing that, when I was in the midst of doing that, I was getting out of work extra late, like, to the point the buses don't run no more, or to the point that I wanted to save so bad I didn't want to get a Lyft or an Uber. So I would be walking home in the dark, all this type of stuff, and I would just ask my mom, can you come get me? And it was just like oh, you find your way to work, you can get back home. Like, it wasn't like I was asking her every single day or none of that. It was just like, hey, and nobody would never show up. Nobody would never come get me. Like, do you know what can happen to a black girl at night? Anything. Do you know what can happen to a girl, period? Like, and it was just, I just felt like nobody cared. So I would go home and I would write in my journal and stuff like that. And I still have these pages to this day, like, because that shit is lame as fuck. It's lame as fuck, and they just don't understand it. They just don't get the memo of that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to your child? And so, in the midst of me living with my dad, that was still going on. Because I always been the type to fend for myself. So, hey, I'm gonna get it regardless. And it was to the point I was fearful. I was fearless. Like, I'm like, hey, nobody care about me, so who cares what happened to me if I'm walking late at night? That's how I felt. So I never cared. I didn't care at all. And so, yeah, I felt like if nobody cares about me, why should I care about myself? That's how I used to feel. And when I got in 12th grade, and everything was just, I just felt like everything was all on me. Like, I feel like my graduation wasn't celebrated enough. I really do. This when things got serious, y'all. So at this time I was back in my mom's house. I'm not quite sure how things got back together, but whatever. So I was back at my mom's house, and I went to back at my mom's house. Graduation the whole year, I just felt like everything was on me. Like, I had to pay for this, I had to pay for that, and I wasn't getting no help. No help. Like, imagine if I had no job, then what? I was just fending for my fucking self, like, and I just felt like somebody could have helped put in if this is my last year. Like, I didn't understand that. I really didn't understand that at all. So the only thing that my mom paid for was literally my pictures. For me to take my pictures, which were supposed to be free, but they weren't free at the time. But yeah, that's not a thing that she paid for. And it's just like, you could at least help me until I've been an adult. Like, I would respect that more. But the fact that you still done that while I was still in my childhood phase, it's just like, bro, everything, nothing was getting helped. Getting help paid for as far as my cap and gown, diploma, all that, it was all on me. And so once that I got done with high school, it was just like, I can say that at that time, in that moment, I felt like people were proud of me. But after the fact, it gave off their love. So my mom bought me a car after graduation. But that car, I got into a wreck in that car. And so she was yelling at me or whatever, and saying I need to pay the people who I hit, and saying it's all on me, all type of stuff. And yeah, like basically as if it was the end of the world, and she cared more about the car than she did about me. Like, the fuck, I could have died, and all you give a fuck about is the car and money. But yeah, whatever. So I got into a wreck, and I'm like, of course I was gonna wreck. Of course I was gonna wreck. The fuck? Of course. Nobody taught me how to drive. What the fuck do you think? And so yeah, I got to the wreck, y'all. So boom, then she took the car away from me. Then I got the car back, and it was just like every time I did something, the car was took, then it was back, then it was took, then it was back. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Is this my shit or is this your shit? I didn't get that. But y'all, so what concludes this into really happened after I became an adult or whatever. So I was driving to go pick my cousin up from the train station because she was getting off work, right? My little sister was in the car and my little brother. And so I asked them if they want to come with me because I didn't want them to just be sitting in the house. And so yeah, y'all, they was with me or whatever. And so we got to the train station, and my cousin was trying to get in the front on the passenger side. So my little sister got out of the car and tried to get in the back seat. So my cousin is in the car, and I'm thinking that my sister's in the car, but she's not. So the whole time I get all the way home, I drive all the way home, and she's not in the car. So she's not in the car. So I hurry up, I rush back to the train station, and my little sister is not there. So now we're on a whole hunt looking for my little sister because she wasn't there. And yeah, so I basically lost her, and I had to go find her or whatever. And so I went, and I was just knocking on everyone's doors. I was knocking on everyone's doors to find her, y'all. And it was no sign of her, but we did get close to her. But once we finally got close, the police had brought her to my mom's house. And so, but before, like in the midst of all that, y'all, I didn't call my mom. I didn't tell her that my little sister was gone, because my instinct was to hurry up and find her. My instinct was to hurry up and find her before I would tell her, you know. So that's why I didn't tell her. And so that led to another thing for me to get put out. And now I was grown now. I had graduated, everything now at this moment. So she took the car away again, and I didn't see my siblings for almost months, unless I would sneak and see them. And all this was up because of a mistake. And so I didn't see them. I was still put out. I was basically homeless at this point. Like, I moved with my grandmother, but my grandmother did something really bad to me, y'all. Like, my grandmother sent my social security out, and she sent my social security out to someone. And so I left her house because it's like, wow, thought you were my grandmother, but you're not. It was crazy. So I left her home, and I moved out, and I was just hopping home to home at this point. And then I met my boyfriend, and well, I didn't met him, but we got closer. So I lived with him, and we lived together, and we still live together. But it's just like, wow, like, that's really my story up until adulthood. Because yeah, I couldn't see my siblings for months, and I'm just now back getting on good terms with my mom, so that makes me able to see my siblings. But I feel like my siblings shouldn't have a they shouldn't have to go out based off that just because my mom's money is trash. Like, that shouldn't have to affect me with them or whatever. And till this day, I still feel like I am mistreated by my mom. And yeah, that's just like small things. I got into full detail about everything, but that's just small things, y'all. And black households are really just toxic, like really toxic. And you know what, you guys, if you're going through anything, just know that you're not the problem. It's generational curses. It's what's happened to them before your time, and they haven't healed that, and they haven't let go of that. And so me making this video, I'm trying to heal that. I'm trying to let go of that grief. I'm trying to let go of all those things because it sucks. It really sucks. So I hope y'all are breaking generational curses. I hope that y'all are getting through everything, because yeah, like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. But y'all, I said all that today to say, like, shit be hard, but you're gonna get that shit. You're gonna get it done, baby. Once I left, I started my credit. I got my own car, so nobody could be controlling me or nothing. I moved out. That's what I wanted, but it didn't happen how I wanted it, but I still did it. And just period, like, everything worked in his favor. Everything worked in God's favor. And so don't never feel like you're alone or nothing, because I understand. And if y'all want me to go in more detail on anything about this story, like, because I feel like I didn't, or I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I didn't go into full detail. But if y'all need me to go into more detail on anything, please let me know, because I will, because it's definitely going to be more story times about my life and books and all type of stuff like that. So yeah, but till next time, I hope y'all like this video. I hope y'all can understand, because some parts I feel like I don't understand. Maybe that's just because it's me, so I don't know. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video. Please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.